නව ලයිෆ් බොයි කොහොම ස්වභාවික කොහොම සාරය සමග හානිකර පැරබන් රහිතයි.
In Parliament yesterday, Ranil Wickremesinghe was elected by members as the executive president for the remaining term of office that became vacant following the resignation of the 7th executive president, Gotabaya Rajapaksa. A total of 134 MPs voted in favour of Wickremesinghe during the parliamentary vote, making the 6th-time premier the 8th executive president of Sri Lanka. Upon a request made by the newly elected president, his swearing-in ceremony was held at the parliamentary complex this morning. President-elect Wickremesinghe and his wife, Professor Maitri Wickremesinghe, arrived in the parliamentary complex at around 9:40 am and were welcomed by Speaker of Parliament Mahinda Yapa Abewardhana.
කතානායකවරයා විසින් ගරු ජනාධිපතිවරයා පිළිගැනීමේ අනතුරුව පාර්ලිමේන්තුව දක්වා කැඳවාගෙන යන අවස්ථාවයි ඔබ දකින්නේ. එතුමන් අද ජනාධිපතිවරයා ලෙස දියුරුම් දීමට සූදානම්.
He was then ushered to the location where the ceremony was to take place. President-elect Ranil Wickremesinghe then took oath as the 8th executive president of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රික සමාජවාදී ජනරජයේ ජනාධිපති දුරේ කාර්ය හා කර්තව්‍ය ශ්‍රී ලංකා ප්‍රජාතාන්ත්‍රික සමාජවාදී ජනරජයේ ආණ්ඩුක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාවට සහ නීතියට අනුකූලව අවංකව ඉටු කරන බවටද ශ්‍රී ලංකා ජනරජයට පක්ෂපාත වන බවටද මගේ උපරිම ශක්ති ප්‍රමාණයෙන් ශ්‍රී ලංකා ප්‍රජාතාන්ත්‍රික සමාජවාදී ජනරජයේ ආණ්ඩුක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාව ආරක්ෂා කොට අනුගමනය කරන බවටද ගෞරව භූමානයෙන් යුක්තව ප්‍රකාශ කොට ප්‍රතිඥා දෙමි. Thank you very much.
The swearing-in ceremony of President Ranil Wickremesinghe was also joined by former presidents Mahinda Rajapaksa and Maithripala Sirisena, as well as opposition leader Sajith Premadasa and parliamentarian Dallas Alhaperuma, who also contested the presidential vote yesterday.
உறுப்பினர்களும் அமைச்சர்களும் புதிய ஜனாதிபதிக்கு தங்களுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொண்ட நிகழ்வு நாங்கள் இப்போது உங்களுக்கு நேரடியாக வழங்கிக் கொண்டிருக்கின்றோம். சரிதா?
විශේෂයෙන්ම සභානායකවරයා දිනේෂ් ගුණවර්ධන මහතා ජනාධිපතිතුමන් සමග සුහද සාකච්ඡා කරන ආකාරය
Following the swearing-in ceremony at the parliamentary complex, President Ranil Wickremesinghe visited the Defence Headquarters complex in Sri Jayawardhanapura Kotte today. Defence Secretary General Kamal Gunaratne received the president upon his arrival at the ministry. During his visit, President Wickremesinghe held discussions with the defence chiefs of the country. The meeting was also attended by the Minister of Public Security Tirana Alas and Attorney General Sanjay Rajaratnam. Prior to the swearing-in ceremony, the newly elected president visited the Gangaramaya temple in Colombo last evening to invoke blessings.
I have prayed that we can all in Parliament cooperate to resolve the problems of this country. We in Parliament are being questioned by the people as to why we cannot work together. Why are we trying to compete with each other at the risk of destroying the country? And there are many people who have these viewpoints, who feel there's a change necessary, and people who say so non-violently, without destruction. It is they we should help together with the silent majority. For those who seek to destroy, to threaten democracy, they must then be dealt by the law. For the others, I would like to bring everyone together so that a national consensus is formed as to the way forward.
Mr. President-elect, the people say they want to have change. You are an old friend of the Rajapaksas. How can you be different?
How am I old friend of Rajapaksas? When did I know the Rajapaksas? I've been opposing them all this time. You come here today and tell me I am a friend. You ask any of you ask any of them. Here the Rajapaksa friends are there.
Can you be the change that Sri Lanka says it wants?
I will give the change that the people want. But I must tell you one thing. As a journalist, when you come here, you must do your in-depth investigation. Don't ask questions like this.
You're not a friend of the Rajapaksas?
I am not a friend of the Rajapaksas. I am a friend of the people. And I have worked earlier. Yeah, I have worked earlier with Mrs. Kumanatunga. I never voted for her. She belonged to one party, I belong to another party. For me to work with the president of another party doesn't mean that I am his friend. It means that I am also looking at my opportunity of strengthening my party. That's politics.